That's correct. You read the title. You are going to attract women into your life. Girls, chicks, ladies, you name it. Let it be for relationship purposes or simply have fun. I gathered large amounts of information from the subject and experiences of my own to make this video. It is appropriate to give credit to an expert in the field, Jose Brother, from whom I extracted concepts and ideas from his book Seduction from Zero. I would also call this video a foolproof guide for seduction. If you are already a player, you will know some things by heart, but you can totally get something out of it. You'll hear me often use the word game. Let's not get confused. It's not about playing games with the other person. Don't think of it as a clash of egos where both sides try to prove who's better off without the other. Instead, think of it as a playful dance, where both engage naturally. The game of seduction, it's the art of creating intrigue, tension, and emotional connection. What about authenticity? Shouldn't I just be myself? Seduction connects directly to other aspects of life, such as confidence, social skills, emotional balance, personality, and even personal growth. You can't fully rely on a seduction manual if you don't have some of these things covered. So yeah, be authentic, be yourself. But careful, if you lack experience with women or a deep understanding of how the game works, you might miss the signals or hesitate at the wrong moment. Plus, what happens if you weren't blessed with a social family, or if you lacked a father figure, a tough childhood that made you shy? Do you feel that you need permission to raise your voice or to talk to a woman? With what face do you receive people? Maybe we should refine a little who we are before going all in authenticity. You could be a guy with plenty of qualities and still struggle to get noticed or chosen. It's just like sales. You might have the perfect product, but if you don't know how to market it, it won't sell. And you're not just looking for exposure, but to differentiate yourself from the other products, or in this case, from the average guy. Because sadly, the average guy doesn't know how to seduce women. He only relies on lucky breaks or just takes whatever that comes to him first. The right person will come along one day. Yeah, careful with these oversimplified sayings. They're easy to misunderstand. It's not about pretending, it's about being, with the knowledge, which is why authenticity and seduction goes hand to hand. We need to get something out of the way. Stop praising women. We've been brainwashed with the idea that they are beautiful and fragile angels and we should treat them as such. And I'm not going to the other extreme, in which you should think of them as worthless, promiscuous creatures that don't deserve your respect. The point here is, they're people too. So if you keep getting friendzoned or feel invisible to women, understanding this is a huge first step. And if past experiences or worse, social media have made you think all women are the same, get a clue. That's as stupid as saying that all men are the same. Let's get biological. In almost all species, females have more at stake when it comes to reproduction. In mammals, males try to mate with as many suitable females as possible, and that's pretty much it. For women, since the dawn of the human species, reproduction comes with 9 months of vulnerability, years of lactation, and the physical toll of raising offspring, who are born as the most underdeveloped of all mammals. Because of this, men also had to take a more active role in parenting, leading to a greater need for stable pair bonding during prehistoric times. In turn, women develop a heightened sensitivity to detecting the most cooperative and capable partners. This is the foundation of hypergamy, the natural tendency of women to choose the highest value mate available. But Chimplane, we don't live in caves anymore. Why women can't just relax and stop being choosy? Well, I'm not sure if they can stop being choosy. Even if they could, their brains are still wired the same way they were thousands of years ago. Just time travel to the Ice Age, bring a baby to the present and raise him as a modern citizen. No one will notice. Humans are still the same creatures. It's biology, so just deal with it. So what makes a man attractive in terms of hypergamy? Being an alpha, 6 foot tall, strong jaw and jacked as a bull. And what else? Oh, money. I have a question though. If you only focus on making money to attract women, what kind of women you think you'll attract? Guys with money, no experience, have the hard time of their life with this. Even worse, women take advantage of them. Regardless, to have money is to have resources and status. A man with his life together is very attractive, and in terms of security and financial situation, women will choose him before. But it turns out the seduction is multifactorial. Right after the wealthiest is the man capable of making money, the ambitious one, someone with objectives, with fire in his eyes. If you're broke but still down to earth, yeah, you can totally have someone by your side. A common thought is, when I get settled in life with a great job, a house of my own, then I will look for a woman. I would rather have all kinds of experiences and learn as much as I can while I'm pursuing the same goal. But hey, that's just me. Physique. A symmetrical face indicates that you're healthy and your genes are worth a mix. Being tall is attractive. Women love to look up to their men, both physically and in other ways. Muscles are related to strength and health and protection. Very attractive stuff indeed. But all of this doesn't mean you'll be completely set up. It means that you have an initial advantage in comparison to others. But that's it. Think about those players who spend money on skins for video games. When they enter the lobby, they instantly stand out, and they probably make others think they're pros. But once they start playing, they suck, and they get folded by players with default skins. A woman forms an image of what the guy she's interested is going to be like. Once she gets to know him, that image can stay the same, rise or fall. And if the guy opens his mouth and says nothing or says something that works against him, there goes his image, even if he had a great skin. It's when you get to realize that the looks mean jack shit. Because, unlike men, women don't get visually stimulated, they're mentally stimulated. So, if you've been backing down this whole time just because you weren't given the best genetic hand, reconsider your position, soldier. Seriously, because if you start to create emotions in a woman, it's like she puts some magic glasses on. She will see you as handsome even when you aren't. Don't get me wrong, keep dressing well and hitting the gym. You'll get more looks and women will be more receptive to your approach. But you'll still have to play the game. So do your inner self raps too. Leadership. Women are attracted to a leader because he possesses the most competent traits. In ancient times, pairing up with a leader increased the chances of survival and passing on the best genes. Leaders are men of action. They make decisions with certainty regardless of the outcome and handle pressure with ease. Leadership also involves other key attractive male qualities such as confidence and emotional control. If you weren't born a leader, practice being one. Propose the next plan to your group of friends. When something requires action or initiative, step up first. Solve any problems whenever you can. Women love problem solvers. Over time, you'll naturally take a more proactive role in everything you do and with the people around you. To generate attraction is to be able to create emotions, and leadership makes it effortless. When you take the lead, whether it's deciding where to go or what to eat, the woman doesn't have to take care of logical things. She will be able to relax and engage to the emotional side of her brain. That's how she'll become more uninhibited, which works in your favor, and her entire experience with you becomes more enjoyable. Unless she's more of a straightforward woman when it comes to seduction, which is not so common. If she likes you, she wants you to approach her. If she wants to go on a date, she wants you to ask her out. If she wants to kiss you, she wants you to create that kiss. Just remember that a leader is also empathetic and attentive to the ones that follow him. Energy. Women are highly perceptive to your energy. Whether you feel nervous, happy, confident, sad, or where you don't want to be there, it shows. That's why your attitude is your greatest weapon in any social dynamic. Think about the lens through which you see life. If you're wearing the wrong glasses, you'll see women as cold and dismissive. That's exactly how they act toward you. But put on the right glasses and they become approachable, friendly, and open to conversation. That's how powerful your state of mind is. Never forget, your reality is shaped by your thoughts. Enjoy yourself and let them see you having fun. No one is drawn to someone who radiates negativity or takes everything too seriously. Everyone is already stressed with their own stuff. But if you can be the little spark of fun in their lives, the one who's lighthearted, relaxed, and non-judgmental, you'll naturally attract all kinds of people. There are many things you can do or be to attract women. Now let's break down the language of women. Socially and culturally, women are often raised and conditioned to be more agreeable and less confrontational. This leads to a preference for indirect communication, to avoid conflict, rejection, and even to channel aggression, which, unlike men, they aren't allowed to express physically. This is the foundation of girly gossip. Women release stress by talking about their problems and pretty much anything, so they also communicate emotionally and empathetically. All of this indicates that they're extremely sharp in social dynamics when it comes to perceiving things like body language, the looks, the tone, and reading between the lines. That's why they will realize when a guy has clear intentions with them, even if he tries to camouflage it by showering them with gifts or acting overly friendly. They are so accustomed to this way of communicating that they even do it in seduction. Indirect communication also allows women to test the waters without fully exposing their feelings or intentions, protecting themselves emotionally, and one of the most important things, their image, their reputation. It's very important for them. Never expose a woman. Imagine that some girl is looking at you. Yeah, it is possible. Then you go and say, "Hey baby, I saw you were looking at me. Do you want my number or what?" Well, that was a hell of a blunder. And she will pull this face on you. Because women don't want to look easy. That's why she was looking at you, to give you a hint. But when you do approach, pretend that it was your idea and not hers. Women want you to play along. That's why they subtly suggest things without saying them directly. And that's why you need to learn to self-communicate the same way they do. The average guy either doesn't understand the language of women, or worse, his own limiting beliefs prevent him from accepting that a woman is actually being suggestive to him. So even when he notices something, he rejects himself and lets it pass just in case. Men have to back themselves more. So when you do catch a hint, you need to convey, I got it, I will play along, but we'll keep it implicit. And that's when she will think, this guy knows. I haven't said that, but women value experience in men. A lot. Another way to expose a woman is by making it too obvious that there is something going on between you two, when she's not even your girlfriend yet. Don't do it, or you might regret it. Women won't sacrifice their image for you, which is why these kind of videos always end badly. I don't even have to tell you to not run your mouth, but things like hugging her constantly in front of others, touching her waist, other women will pick up on it instantly, and your girl knows that they will know. That's why you have to act like nothing happened, so she knows her image is safe with you. So how attraction works? Choices are driven by emotions first and later justified with logic. Oh, we are so alike, we have so much in common, how cute. Oh, we're so different, we complement each other, how cute. Even if it was a poor choice. Many seduction experts compare this with sales. Why the hell did you buy that thing? An absolute waste of space and money. Yeah, but I really need it. It is going to save me a lot of time and it will make me happier. Plus, it was a limited time offer. Attraction is not a choice because logic has nothing to do with it. It also explains the difference between what women say they like in a man and what they are actually attracted to. If logic played a bigger role in this, how do you explain that they are women ending up deeply involved with toxic guys? Why the hell are you with that guy? No one stands him and he is totally bad for you and horrible. Yeah, but that's just his personality. Besides, he has a lot going on and he told me he'll be better and he's more handsome in person. Of course, a toxic relationship is an extreme example, but it is perfect to understand attraction. Attraction not being a choice also explains why in many cases what it was supposed to be something casual transforms into a relationship. So if you want to keep things casual, you need to set boundaries, limit how often you see each other, once per week at most. Otherwise, the brain chemicals will start doing their job and someone will end up getting hurt. Or you can end up too deep with the wrong person. Here's another fact about attraction. Men either like a woman or they don't. It's black or white. For women, it's different. Instead of asking yourself, does she like me or not, you should be asking, how much does she like me? Attraction for them works on a spectrum. It's not just black and white anymore, but a full grayscale. Think of it like this. 0 means she doesn't even register you as a man. 10 means she's so into you, she's ready to binge watch the whole One Piece anime in your bedroom. But the way women function is actually a good thing. It lets you know where you stand, and more importantly, attraction can shift. It can increase if you play your cards right. Of course, it can also drop just as fast. Even if she showed interest a few days or minutes ago, if she's not emotionally engaged in the present, that's a clear sign not to push forward for now. Attraction in women can go so negative that your chances go down to 0, to a point of no return, which leads to the following topic. How and when declare to a woman? That's the thing, you don't. Never. If you let her know, you will be showing your cards, killing the mystery, spoiling the end of the movie. They don't feel attraction for a guy that is serving a plate, they have too many of those already. They want a challenge. And there are many ways to rat you out and decrease the attraction. Texting her good morning and good night every day of the week. Telling her that you love the exact same band that she liked when you didn't even heard a song of them. Accidentally liking her Instagram post from 2015. Acting as a boyfriend, as if you were trying to demonstrate that you are going to be a good boyfriend in an evident way. Don't give her girlfriend treatment during the courtship phase. Courtship and relationship are very different phases. Every time you make her know that you already want her when you just met her, or when you're still getting to know each other, you scare her. You look in need. Many seduction experts compare this with, again, sales. Imagine you walk past a store and you saw a stunning watch. You step in to take a closer look. You check the price. It's going to cost you, but for you it seemed worth it. The salesman notices your interest and he subtly works his speech. You let your emotions take over and you start seriously considering it. But then something happens. And that's what makes it a solid choice. Slick design, built to last. Plus, we got flexible options to split it into installments. Yeah, I could use that. I should check my card installment limit though. So, do you want it? What? Are you gonna buy it? Well, I'm still thinking about it. If you want to buy it, we got a 50% discount today. And tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, I'll come back later. 80% off. That's the best you'll get. Please buy it. You felt like that watch was worth less than a cent, and you felt pressured. If I was going to buy it, I wanted it to be my idea, but that guy rushed me to do it. He was desperate to sell me that thing. I bet he can sell it to no one. The same thing happens in the seduction game. In case you didn't get it, you're the product and the salesman. The number one reason why many men reach a certain level and then fail is that they rush things and showed way too much interest. They might have been doing pretty well until suddenly the woman starts making excuses to stop seeing them, friendzones them, or straight up ghosts them, and many guys struggle to understand what the hell happened. She's focused on other things, they say. We just weren't meant to be. If she's attracted to you, she will make time for you. Women will let pass that you are fat or skinny, bald, hairy, shorter than her, broke, or that your equipment is below average. What she's not going to forgive is that you act needy. So don't be it, because it's the number one turnoff, or at least don't act like it. In order that you don't get rejected at the beginning or that you lose at the final stretch, the steps need to be taken gradually. It's the step-by-step rule, baby. But Champlain, if I can tell her that I like her, how is she gonna know that I like her? Come on, Jack, you really think they're that naive? Ever heard of the sixth sense? Who do you think that has it? She will know if there is something going on. I say something going on, not that you like her. If they know that you're totally into them, it's game over, they have you. If they think that you're absolutely not into them, it's game over too. Because why will she bother? We want the middle ground. This game is about she has to doubt. She has to invest thoughts in you in the idea of, does he like me or not? In the flirting stage, every action that makes her feel certain that you want her, it's too soon, too fast. In seduction, nothing is explicit. We won't verbalize things, we subcommunicate them with sentences, with our tongue, expressions, body language, looks. Flirting. The game is about you both know what is going on, but no one says a thing about it. She must know that you have intentions with her, but you haven't chosen her yet. And why will you choose someone so quickly, right? A balance between I'm interested, I want to know you, and I have my own life. And this has to be truth. Women don't go on dates with the certainty that you want them. They go on dates because there is that something that might come out from all of this. They want to see the movie. And you must go with this very mindset as well. Women love a selective guy. Selective is the opposite of needy. It means that you have standards and options and that you won't leave her for another woman who's hotter than her. A woman doesn't want to be chosen for her looks, but for what's inside. That's how she wants you to choose her, not just because she's hot, but for her personality. Having options will not only put you in a selective, those favorably mindset, but also you can filter women easier. Remember, they have red flags too. Probably you should learn to pick who you associate with, and you totally must know how to pick them if you're looking for a long-term relationship. Guys should have more options in the modern era. There are so many opportunities to practice and fail and succeed. Now, currently you might have one option or two, but you're good, man. It's about what you can be. Plenty of women or not, be comfortable in your own skin. About signals. As we said, women won't be explicit about their attraction toward you because they don't want to come across as easy. So they display their interest with little green lights, deliberately or unconsciously. The more signals you catch is gonna show that you have experience with them. And when you don't catch them, well, that's not so good. Probably the most difficult subject that man has ever known. The eternal paradox. Is she friendly or is she keen? Did she touch me because there was too little space to pass me by? Was she looking at me or to the wall behind me? Was she making me a compliment or an objective and polite observation? Does she want me to kiss her or is this seat too comfortable? Yeah, that's why she doesn't want to leave this spot. Every time you doubt, make it a yes, it was a signal. It's not just a one signal that you'll get, but a series of signals. It depends on her current level of attraction. The McDonald's cashier that found you cute will give you a quick glance, but she won't be able to control her hands or to articulate words when her favorite male singer is in front of her. Subtle indicators of interest. Repeated glances. If she looks at you, turns away, then looks again, that's a signal. Sustained eye contact. Holding eye contact for a few moments is a good sign. Just make sure your face is relaxed or you look tense or nervous. Practice with random women. She watches you while you're not looking. Grooming is a good indicator too. We comb our hair to look presentable. We fix our clothes, anything, and we even do it without being conscious of it. Her asking you questions, either to get to know you or just to create conversation. Where are you from? Do you play sports? What's your sign? Or to get information out of you, like asking you about your dating life or what are you going to do in the weekend. or after you guys see each other. When she touches you, unless you are friends, a woman that finds you disgusting wouldn't touch you with a stick, or if she knew that you're needy and that you're going to get too excited because she's touching you. So every physical contact, it's a potential signal. When in doubt, ask yourself, was that touch necessary? If it wasn't, then she's trying to get to you. But pay attention because it can go as unnoticed. And I'm telling you, sometimes it is so fast and subtle that you'll be left wondering if she actually touched you or not. Intense indicators, intense physical contact, and it's like that because it's just obvious. She tickles you, she measures both your head, your hands, though her being in your personal space without touching you is already a good signal. Dilated pupils. She qualifies herself for you as trying to highlight her qualities. She fights you. Laugh, laugh, laugh. If you two have been drinking, you might think she's drunk, but in reality, she's just overwhelmed with emotions. So much so that she can't control it. Then laughter is what spills out of her. It's kinda like when you're with your friends having the time of your lives. Everyone is so hyped up that anything that is said becomes hysterical. When a woman is connected to her emotions, her defenses drop. She trusts you, she's having a great time, and that leads us to the next indicator. She follows you. Congratulations, you leading. Whatever move you make, she'll move like an NPC next to the main character. This is the submission we're looking for. It becomes much clearer when you ask her, what do you want to do next? Where do you want to go? This way or that way? Any question like that will bounce off her like a rubble ball on concrete, to which he will reply without even thinking, whatever you want. So when a woman puts herself at your hands, it's because she trusts your guidance. Nevertheless, your role is a leader and not a boss. Pay attention if she's comfortable with whatever you're doing, listen to what she proposes, and don't be afraid to ask if you hesitate. In seduction, the man leads, but the woman sets the pace. However, if you're on step 10 and she invites you to step 25, you go to step 25. So keep your radar up. And when you do get to step 25, resume the step-by-step rule. Don't try to go for step 55 or else you'll be rushing. In this series, we will be following standard procedures, a structured sequence of key interactions based on a step-by-step rule. Of course, things can progress slowly or escalate in an instant. It all depends on the context and the person you're dealing with. For instance, if you meet a girl at a party and things heat up, key interactions like the date might become completely skippable. Timeline of other steps can shrink significantly. It's different if you met her on the street or if it's someone you see on a daily basis, like in college or the gym. So adapt your game. About the woman who feels attraction for you, let's make up two scenarios. This is Jane. Jane responds to your advances in the form of compliments, being suggestive, physical approach, constantly reaching out, and so on, making things easier for you. And this is Susie. She displayed very subtle or straight up invisible signals that she was interested. Susie didn't text you a single time in the whole process, so you had to text her. But every time you did, she replied in an acceptable time and followed along with the conversation. When you asked out Susie, she accepted. When you went for the kiss, she gave it to you. Where am I going? The level of attraction of both girls towards you, it is the same. Only difference, Susie is too subtle, too passive about it. Don't immediately assume that she's not interested so you don't waste your time. Instead, make yourself the question, is she submissive to my advances? Because that could be her only signal. If she is, keep going. You're not chasing, you're just leading. They are just different kinds of girl. Some rely on you to make all the moves. Some don't want to expose themselves by anything in the world. Some are highly shy and they won't move a finger even if she's dying for you. But Champlain, why women can't just be direct like men? I like you. In 95% of cases, they won't be direct. Let that sink in. About rejections. When you are rejected in any way, it's not perseverance to keep insisting by recurring to logic or to keep doing the same thing until she gets tired and gives up. The real perseverance, however, lies in the ability to read women's emotions in the present moment and act accordingly. If she rejected you more than once, or you see that she's not that invested, then it is clever to walk out and move on. Taking the offer off the table produces scarcity bias. But by doing so, you're not looking to get her attention back, but because you got a life to live and more women to meet. Now, if you make an explicit move, you can get an explicit rejection. Now, if you make a subtle move, you can get a subtle rejection. Easier to recover, easier to handle, because the intentions weren't explicit. And this is the magic of seduction. When you learn it, you're technically never rejected. Let's put two scenarios. Hey, I like you. Do you want to go out so we can get to know each other better? Sorry, but I have a boyfriend. A friend told me about a new coffee shop uptown, and they serve amazing pancakes. Oh, that's cool. Too bad I don't like pancakes. What this guy just did, it's called pre-imitation. Basically, you ask her out indirectly and measure her level of interest. So a positive response would have been, "Oh really? I would love to try new coffee. Yeah, me too. Are you free this weekend?" If she responds the negative sided way, well, you're still good technically, so try and create more attraction and security if that's what she needed, and later try one more time.
But Champlain, how the fuck am I going to create more attraction and security?
Great question, Jack. That's exactly what we'll break down in part 2. We'll get practical, cover every key interaction, and make sure you actually know what to do and what not to do. So I'll see you there, and good luck with them chicks.